Yo, what's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another segment of Sportsbook Buddy, brought to you by PickMonitor.com. Now, we are going to give you some free picks in this video, and these picks come from some of our community in PickMonitor.com. Now, these handicappers are gracious enough to not only give you one of their picks absolutely free, but they also give you a breakdown of why they think their picks will have you cashing a ticket at the end of the day if you decide to follow what they're doing. So the first thing I have to recommend is subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get other notifications for more free picks in the future. Second thing I would recommend is getting yourself set up with a free account on PickMonitor.com so that you can start tracking your own bets and also start tracking some of our talented handicappers that we have on the site. Now, it's totally up to you as far as which picks you want to follow or even fade if you want to. Just make sure that you also get on the Pick Monitor so you can start following these handicappers a little more closely. Now, I'm Sports Dave. I'm your Pick Monitor messenger. I put in the hard work necessary to make you knowledgeable, confident, and Vegas strong versus your sportsbook. Now, I will be giving you a look behind the curtains to see what some of our handicappers like today. So, without further ado, let's just dive into some games in Major League Baseball because that's what we got to work with. So we are going to start with a game in the National League East with the Phillies playing in Washington against the Nationals today. Now, both of these teams, their fates are pretty much sealed as far as the regular season is concerned. The Nationals, they're going to get their shot at the playoffs next week. They're going to try and extend their season with that one-game playoff. And the Phillies, they're going to watch that game while eating some cheesesteaks or however Philadelphians do it. Now, today, they get to play each other, and Washington is sending up Anibal Sanchez, and the Phillies are sending up Drew Smyly. Now, my boy Jesse Wansbrough, a.k.a. Jay Wansbrough, is seeing some awesome value in taking the Phillies in this game at plus 155. Now, the Nationals, they won both games in a doubleheader yesterday, and he expects the Phillies to bounce back in this game. He pointed out that the Phillies are 3-1 versus Anibal Sanchez this year, and Sanchez's career numbers versus the Phillies aren't exactly stellar as well. He's got a 5-11 record, and he's got a 4.50 ERA versus them. So Jay Wansbrough is going to take that plus money and roll with the Phillies at plus 155 and what appears to be a fade on Anibal Sanchez more than anything else. All right, so this next pick comes from Del Warfield of Warfield Elite. And today, Del is going to give you a twofer. Because quite frankly, Warfield Elite wanted to give you as much value as he could. And he's seeing the best opportunities in placing a two-pick parlay today. Because he's laying a lot of juice in some of these picks that he's recommending. So today, the picks are to back a couple of solid pitchers and take the Cubs at minus 180 and the Mets minus 450. Now, the Cubs are starting John Lester today. He's going up against the Pirates, and the Mets will be playing against the Marlins, and the Mets have Jacob deGrom on the mound. Now, neither of these teams are making the playoffs. At least, I would bet my prosthetic leg on it if I had one, but they both still have a mathematical chance. When I say mathematical, I mean like less than 1%. Nonetheless, the Mets and the Cubs still do have a slight chance, and because of that, they have to win this game, and it's a solid recommendation from Warfield Elite to back the teams with the solid pitchers going on the mound. If you put this on a two-pick parlay, the return on it is basically a minus 115. So go ahead and back Warfield Elite on this one. Now, this next pick comes from Brad, a.k.a. 702 Mafia. That's how you find him on Pick Monitor. So basically, he's going with another game that's got some playoff implications. Indians are going into the south side of Chicago to play against the White Sox. They're sending up Shane Bieber to start the game. And the White Sox are sending up Ross Detweiler. Now, Bieber has had a solid season, having gone 15-7 on the year, with a great strikeout-to-walk ratio, posting 252 strikeouts and only 39 base on balls. Meanwhile, Detweiler's got a 6.98 ERA on the year, and he's got 42 strikeouts to 26 base on balls. He's got an 0-4 record in 8 starts versus AL Central opponents. I just wonder how the guy still has a job. Anyways, 702 Mafia is going to go ahead and lay the juice in this one. Take the Indians on the run line where you'll get them at minus 200. Alright, so this next pick comes from my buddy way down under, Mr. Craig Isles, also known as Kit Corridor on Pick Monitor. who's going to use his dynasty method system to generate this pick with Cincinnati Reds today, who are squaring off against the Brewers. The Brew Crew is sending up Jordan Lyles to the mound, whose numbers seem a little bit deceptive. Since being acquired by Milwaukee, Lyles has a 2.35 ERA, but he's got a 4.96 xFIP, which is not good, in case you don't know what that means. Meanwhile, Tyler Mahle, he's going to be starting for the Reds. He's had a respectable season. I'm not going to say it's great. His ERA is not indicative of what his xFIP numbers are. So Kit Corridor is going to take his shot on the plus money and take the Reds at plus 130. Now, as for me, I like a total plan in the late night matchup tonight between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. So the total's at 9.5 right now. Yesterday, these two teams played a 3-0 ball game, and I'm not saying to follow the trend that, if they didn't score many runs yesterday, that they're going to score a bunch today. But I will say that these two teams combined to average close to 10.5 runs on the season, and today they both send up pitchers that have struggled lately. Zach Greinke has a 4.09 ERA in his last two starts, and Yusei Kikuchi has a 12.79 ERA in his last two starts. And Kikuchi has had 3 starts against Astros this season, and he's been tuned up for 10 runs over 14 innings. So Astros usually they beat up on lefties, and I expect more of the same today. And I expect the Mariners to score a few runs today as well, getting us over that 9.5 total for the night. So hopefully I can hit this one because I've been terrible in baseball lately. I'm hoping I can kind of turn things around before the playoffs get started. So anyways, good luck if you follow me on that one. All right, so that's going to wrap up the picks for today, guys. Tomorrow we have some football in store with college and NFL going down, and we also have more baseball as well. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you're getting notifications when we release these videos. You can also get notifications if you get on Facebook and check out our page, the Pick Monitor page, that is. I encourage and welcome anyone to get on Facebook and start posting picks on there with a write-up. That way, maybe we can start working together and I can start promoting some more handicappers on there. I like as many handicappers that I can to work with so I can get more perspective. Also, be sure to get signed up for your free account on PickMonitor.com if you haven't already. If you get on there and something seems confusing, you can always feel free to send me a message. You will find me as Sports Dave. I'm actually pretty easy to find. You can also find me on Facebook as David Morales. Anyways, that's what we got for today, guys. Good luck. We will be back tomorrow, so stay tuned.